up, or map up on this matchup even.
Yeah, when we saw FURIA on the CT side of this map versus Rebirth, they were very aggressive. They really wanted to close that one out, feeling confident, and Rebirth were good at punishing that. So I can't wait to see what the Whalers are going to bring to the table in this T side. It's a fast start with the pistol. Jungle smoke down, and they run through connector into the window. Nice jump. DJ's going to grab the kill right back. Oh, has a Molotov. They're boosting into the ladder. This is ridiculous for Whalers. Round the world and into the B bomb site is the game plan. The bomb of the apartments. Opponent alone makes the jump, and now they can split into the short side. It's clear in the ladder. But FURIA, they've worked this one out. They've read it pretty well, and they've moved everyone into B.
Yep. Oh, everything he needed to do, he just did. He turns away at a very crucial time there. There's some more fight coming in from Catwalk. Henny just trying to take this bomb down.
Yeah.
He's going to get knifed. Ben Leet already in the server. And already a knife in the first round. Now, that's going to make a precarious situation with the money. Now, in terms of you get a knife in the first round, feels pretty damn good, man.
Yeah, not going to be buying up an AWP too early. You don't want to give that over to Art. You don't want to let FURIA get their hands on it. But, you know, AK with full util second round, that feels pretty good for the Whalers. I like that. I really love that pistol, actually. Like, that's a great one to try at home. Pretty convoluted. But, yeah, Whalers already off to some strong start, already showing us some cool things on their map pick, and they're going to go back to the A site in the second one. Ben working out mid with all of his util, keeping FURIA here, and only leaving Vinny stuck deep on the A site. Going to have to deal with a Ramp Palace split.
New England Whaler. Rampage going on just that. But a response. Henny not too happy with being knifed in the last round.
Uh-oh.
And now, this house of cards, known as the second round for any team. No one is safe. I'm typing. Imagine we're going to be getting one of those timeouts here soon.
Maybe just some camaraderie.
Or maybe it's just pure hate. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll never know. We'll have to check the demo, scrape through the VOD. But right now, this is looking like a Whalers round. Bit dangerous at the start. FURIA with some nice defensive kills on A, but Yuri alone. And, oh, he's seen ahead, but they can swing, and they will. So 2-0 for Whalers. FURIA, that was an eco, but they're going to have to double eco. They didn't force with Deeg armor, but they had like 5.7, some keved, some not, some util. And so it's a little bit more expensive. But that's fine. FURIA are waiting for the AWPs. We know of all maps in the pool, while they don't play Dust 2, and I actually kind of like that about FURIA, they love triple AWP CT of this map. They just love it, and they'll do it on a whim.
Look at this. Art's been given a hero AWP in a round that you've got pistols in for FURIA.
Do this a lot as well.
Let's see what he's able to do. Oh, just looks away from ramp. Yuri gets the info that there is indeed somebody here.
Run.
Not given a chance, but he is losing men inside of this A site. The connector now compromised, and it gets a bit weird. They know that this AWP is here, and so that's going to push the Whalers over towards B. That is going to leave a save open on this AWP. Just has to make sure it survives till the end of the round. That's how saving works.
The timing of Rampage. He was hidden in the window smoke. Art looks away, and Rampage gets in through CT. It's not really going to matter, but it means the Whalers have B, and no worry about those rotations. Art, some very unfortunate timings in that round, right? Looks away from ramp as DJ comes through with the kill to Yuri. Same story in connector and window. Obviously gets smoked off of Con and Whalers. Yeah, nice round. Getting away from that AWP. They know it's going to be in the next round. We might even have more as well.
All right. So, Hugo, you said you liked the pistol round, so I'm going to give you just that. Nice. We're going to be doing it in isometric. You know what? I might even eliminate the walls for you, so it makes a little bit more sense. You see the Whalers, they run all the way through connector, all the way back into the window room. This is where they take their first casualty. But the split is pretty obvious. Benleet and Rampage waited out. Hugo, talk to me a little bit about what we're seeing.
Yeah, they try and boost in, but Art actually stops them with a Molotov. Pone alone makes the jump instead, and they late boost. But that means 2 players are up cat. The bomb's been in Naps the entire time. Rampage smokes into B, and then it just gets dicey. Even though FURIA stacked, Ben goes for the knife kill. And yeah, nice split in the B bomb site. I really like that pistol round already. The Whalers showing us what they can do.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. And there's that knife kill. But Henny now having an AWP. Certainly looking to bounce back. Shout out Big Sean one time. Probably isn't watching, but if he was, that'd be an interesting way to find out.
New England is a region comprising 6 states in the northeastern United States: Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and I've got to open the article to read more, Connecticut.
Oh, imagine that.
Funny.
Way up there.
Very north, very new,
see that,
very England.
They call soda up there pop. Everybody does, and I'm not sure why.
Oh,
it's just like a normal, like...
That's actually cool. That's a British thing.
Pop?
So, yeah.
Yeah.
They say, like, oh, you want to have some, like, do you have any pop?
They do that in the north of England.
I'll have a pop, and then it'll be like, oh, well, what else
it's
kind of...
like all northern, though.
I've never called it pop in my life.
So there's actually, there's
maybe.
islands, too, that still have some weird English dialect, like some old school dialect.
Yeah,
Perhaps I get you guys over there and
They
translate.
call it England, I think.
Oh, yeah, that is... Yeah, I didn't even think about
Britland,
that.
something like that. The United Kingland or something.
Kingland.
Around that idea.
Oh.
I knew a guy from there once.
Don't want to confuse them with EU or anything.
Very different kettle of fish, Trace.
Ugh.
Oh, don't put fish in your kettle. It's quite hot.
It sounds just as gross every time.
Triple A, FURIA have had all the reads in this game.
Oh, but is that going to be enough, right? Yuri opening up, Henny along with his AWP, and actually just laying waste to them now. Pew will come out through Con, but he's lost the rest of his team. Henny putting on a bit of a show there. It's 4 in the round. FURIA get there first. The time runs out. It all goes pretty wrong there for the Whalers.
Yeah, 4 for Henny. They grab a second AWP too, so... Armed and dangerous off FURIA. They're going to be building that bank, building the collections of AWPs. And Bew, nice flank, catching both players out on the ramp side while Henny was in the site. But he drops the bomb. And so, or they drop the bomb rather on ramp. So he's not able to win it with no time remaining. Orbs back out for Pone alone. Boost up for Keserato. Nice shot. Pone's gone. And that's the T-side AWP out of commission.
DJ waits. Yuri slides and also waits.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, he's very ready for that. And he tries to flash art through, but it whites him in the process.
So let's just imagine a scenario here, Hugo. And, you know, it's still early days.
Yep.
FURIA lose this best of 3.
Sure.
Then, and only then, what do we see?
Well, we see FURIA fielding their first loss in the group, and that would be a surprise on its own. But obviously, you know, all 3 of these teams, EG, FURIA, and Whalers, are going through the group anyway. It's just about seeding. Whalers would push themselves up into that second place potentially. But there's a lot depending on other games going on as well right now, Trace. We've obviously got EG playing Imperium at the same time, Triumph taking on Rebirth. And so, yeah, we got to see how the day progresses. We have a very busy day, a jam-packed schedule, 6 BO3s.
And Hugo's going to be covering 7 of them.
Yeah, all on my own.
We're going to be there for him, but from a distance.
It's a great start for Whalers, though. Rebounding after their first lost by breaking the money of FURIA. One rifle left in this round. Dropped by Vinny. Oh, it's going to go lower. Trying to be a hero. Vinny will follow to pick it up if things don't go well. And that's a good start, but the trade is in. Vinny can't grab the gun. The nade might even blow it further back. And so Bew going to drop lower with a health advantage. Vinny should be dead. He's tucked right now. Bew's ready. He's not going to see him, though. You can actually wallbang that corner I probably could have killed Vinny if he spammed it, but not to know. Vinny could re-aggress in the mid-round, grab that gun. See if that's what he decides to do. Right now, moving through with K-Serato towing behind, rather. Oh, view. Oh, he's seen it. He's grabbed the gun. They're going to walk out, but they don't know they're being hunted. Their backs are turned, and they line up. Luckily, the rifle makes it out alive. Can K-Serato give the gun to the man with armor? It's Yuri. Meanwhile, B's being hit. The calls have been good for Whalers.
It's completely empty, too. No one's here at all. A couple flashes there to complement the hit, and they are out. K-Serato peeking off Cat, and I'm pretty sure their FURIA are coming to a realization here that this is about to be a 5-1 scoreline, not in their favor. Gonna back up, probably try to cost some money, if I had to guess, and save what weapons they do have, and that's just 1 M4 in the back of K-Serato.
Yeah, the only way Whalers can get second in the group is if they win and EG also lose, right? Obviously, because they're both sitting 3-1 right now. But even then, like, round difference is going to be apparent if they both win. And EG currently leading in that capacity. Oh, not the end of the world. Pistol lost, nothing more. But the round will follow. 5-1 for Whalers.
Yeah, currently EG up 5-1 on Mirage of their own against Imperium. So that just might not be happening.
Yeah, we actually had a really good T side from Whalers against EG on this map as well. They went 10-5 up. EG pulled a near flawless T side of their own to win that map out. So we know Whalers can do it on this first half, but the worry comes in the second. Obviously, how much of a lead will they have, though? Right now, it's pretty strong. Going back to mid. Ard smoked off. He's going to spam. Already passed into the short side. Vinny flashed up. Not going to work, though. Ben's ready. Henny popped off himself, and he's got to move back to the site. Yuri's under Balk, and they have Molotovs from the Palace. So resmoke might slow things down, but Whalers have great control. Art does deal with the window player, leaving Ben alone in mid and the rest outside A. Already, FURIA realizing what's going on, gambling with the rotation. K-Serato moving back to the market, and Henny kills Ben, setting up towards an A play. So this is going to give it away for FURIA. They know this is A, and now everyone's left at B bomb site to try and stop this.
Yeah, and a wise man once said, Harry, an LEM basically hangs with the pros.
Yeah, man, basically, right? That's what we learned. And now let's see, right? Because Henny's looking a bit like a global back here in CT Sport. So let's give him that respect. Does have the big green gun.
Molotov underneath. Yuri slides away with 2, and that leaves a big old problem for Boo.
Who?
Boo?
Boo.
Yeah.
No, I'm just trolling.
Trolls
it's a
now.
hard guy to figure out, man, because like in the server it's Bew, on Liquipedia it's Wills, like
Wills.
On HLTV it's what again, Harry?
On HLTV it would be Booby, of course. So this man of many names.
He's not the only one this season. That's all I've got to say about that.
Yeah, I was waiting for someone to do that.
Now, of course, for Harry, the only man ever to have said that word on broadcast. So good on you, Harry. Not bad. Not your worst work. We'll give you that much. But speaking of your worst work, let's see what you got in this round, Harry.
Well, with a layup like that, how can I disappoint? Yuri is in the connector.
Correct.
Nice.
1 mark so far.
It's pretty good.
Whalers, they're in mid.
That's 2 out of 2.
Okay. He's on a roll, ladies and gentlemen.
Smoke in the window. Ooh. Now 2 smokes in the connector. Yuri holding for it. He's going to get spammed to death. And so now mid, taken by the Whalers. Oh, they even flash Vinny in the ladder room. That's going to force him to fall back, and he's spammed out of the round. Trying to peer through this mid-smoke, but they're already in the ladder room, and it's looking like it's all gearing up to be a B play anyway. K-Serato here alone, and Art.
We see it all, Art.
Normally missed these, but he's missed both chances to try his hand at the little movement piece to get him up to Cat.
Oh, no. Early shot.
Yeah, K-Serato was the difference maker right there. If he could have held on, that would have been a different story. Henny, with AWP by himself, knows that there's going to be a big flank here. And it's going to be Mr. Ben. Not so big Ben, but maybe a little Ben Leet.
I've waited all tournament long to actually get to watch and cast the Whalers. And I'm very impressed. I'm loving what I'm seeing. The mid control is great. I love what they're doing with their utility. FURIA, oh no, they need to stop playing connector because Whalers have won that fight every time. Good Molotovs to push players forward into their crosshair. Ben, he climbs up in ladder room when he hears Art miss the jump and then drops into window to kill him on Cat. Like, great manipulation of his rotation. And Kesarata fires a bit early, gives away his position, only gets one for it. He needed a multi-kill there as the solo B player. And they don't even save the AWP. So 6-2 for the Whalers. What noises do whales make? We need like a call, a shout.
I like the way you both look at me.
Yeah. Like
is that a whale?
Like,
yeah, underwater.
Rumbling, like...
Yeah, it would be like sonar almost.
Give us a sonar whale noise, Trace.
That's a difficult one.
Yeah, it's not the easiest.
Let me just go to my sleeping playlist. I have loads of
just whale songs and whale sounds.
Dude,
whale?
the sound that... No, honestly, I tried listening to one of those like whale sounds to help you sleep.
Yeah, do they work?
It's terrifying. Honestly, I
like you're drowning.
I wouldn't recommend it. Like the idea of being submerged within deep water, like, you know, with whales and such swimming around me terrifies me as is. And then hearing the sound of them is the spookiest thing ever. If you fall asleep to that, I think you're probably like a psychopath. And when I say probably, I mean, you know, the science is there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give this a shot.
Oh.
I feel like I'm swimming in the ocean
Did you
right
hear
now,
that?
Trace.
Did
That was
you hear
very
that?
quiet.
Yeah, it was.
something
They're
there.
a lot louder normally. Man, these whales, they sound terrifying, but they look even more terrifying in this A-bomb site. Listen to them purr, baby. It's Art on the stairs. The whales are swimming through this site right now.
I hear more water than whales, I'll tell you that much. I wouldn't want to sleep to that either.
No, right? It's horrible.
Why would you sleep to that? What is
People
wrong with you?
People do, and it's horrific. That's like being like,
my
yeah, I'm just
God.
going to turn on my 4 hours of MG42 and peacefully go to bed. Like, oh.
Okay, you know, guilty
Perfect.
confession. I have fallen asleep to the sound of an MG42.
Yeah?
I'm not going to lie.
Was it relaxing?
It was more relaxing than whatever was going on outside of my headphones, so I guess there's that. Now I've got a 10-hour playlist of whale sounds downloaded on my cellular device, so that'll come in handy probably on the 32nd of February.
Yeah, man, play it on Halloween.
Yeah.
Have yourself like a spooky day in to whale noises. That's how I would sell it.
Okay.
Oh, spooky start to this round. Whalers holding a strong default, waiting for FURIA to give them anything. No mid-aggression in this map for FURIA so far. They've been burnt before. Rampage coming out from lower. Gonna call for his team to help. There's the flash. Art sees nothing, though. They're still behind the boxes. Rampage got him trapped in the corner. Although he doesn't know it, the molly will do it. Art's got a smoke. We'll be able to survive for the time being, but they can just wait the smoke out and cycle another Molotov. If Art doesn't escape, things could get very hairy. And you see, even though he's left a gap purposely, that gap is his ticket out of there. Oh, he's got out with a flash from his teammate on that A site. Whale fans, why? Is my question.
Well, that's the noise that they're all making at one time.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Well, Vinny hears the whales coming. And he's there, but only good for one. Kesarata now. It's his turn. He's got the harpoon gun.
Okay.
Harpoon gun.
And Lee gets that kill, opens up the B site. Art gonna be the first man here. And here's good for one. The dink onto Rampage as well. And that's nice and easy for Henny. Henny is having a great game. He's like the one guy that we've been able to look to for FURIA.
Yeah, when you get
Step
knifed,
up.
you kind of wake up real fast, you know? Weird phenomenon, but we will see that diffuse. FURIA on 3. The whales making noises on 7. I can't.
Oh, dear.
You guys agree, right? It's
Yeah,
horrible.
Whale week out here. Stop. I'm going to be having whale nightmares.
I don't really know that that's how a whale sounds. I think we're just making stupid noises.
Oh,
at
that is
point.
exactly
how a whale
they
sounds.
You were just
What do you-
playing it.
Yeah, but
do
it
you
sounded
think they
different
made?
than that. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, Trace, I'm not underwater.
Oh, Pwn alone is alone. And,
Oh, the nade.
man, Art's here, though. Art's here, holding it barely, actually, as it turns out. It's all left onto Ben Lee.
What a
He's going to
lead,
have to
dude.
come in on this big old flank. And now, not going to be a B play.
Z Geek Diver just said, this stream just went off the deep end. And that's not bad, my friend. You want to join us? We'll see if we can get you up here. If you got puns like that, you're welcome.
On plant. Ben making things good for him now in a 2-on-1. He's going to back up to the bench. He's managed to cross without the info for Yuri. Could this hidey hole be his hero play? Yuri's out with a flash. Nothing to be seen, but he gets spotted. Ben now in a fight. Yuri taking the 1-on-1, and Ben's won it out. Now he can move. Now Henny has to guess and gamble and figure out where the hell he's gotten to. Ben trying to move again, and Henny catches him in the open, wrapping the sight. It's going to be FURIA with a retake. Got a bit dangerous there with 1-on-1s being given up. But 4 rounds nonetheless for the CT side. I think if FURIA can get, 5, 6, 7 rounds, they'll be fine in this map. So Whaler's going to have to work hard in the rest of this T side. Now, I thought this would be an eco, but the Whalers are putting everything into it. They're buying down big. They're doubling down. They're howling to the moon. Can the whales see the moon? I don't know. That's a question that we'll have to ask someone a little more informed. Depends how deep you get, I guess. Oh, it's the sandwich smokes. The McDonald's smokes, rather, coming down on the B-bomb site. Bit of a bun as they run.
Oh, the K-Serato and his MP9 are good to find the openers. And now in come even more. The AWP of Art here, but might get given over to enemy hands.
Oh,
and indeed
no.
it does. The Mac-10 locking it down.
needs to
Having a
stop.
bit of a rough start to this one,
He
man.
needs to start getting pistols, like a P250. We keep seeing him like with his USP versus a rifle and losing it.
2-on-2, maybe there's still a chance. Oh, well, Henny now all alone, and oh dearie me. This was Mac-10s for the Whalers. Henny dropped by Ben, and that there is a round that they find with Mac-10s in hand. They just charge that B site down, and in spite of K-Serato giving a 5-on-3 over right away, Whalers close that out with 2 surviving. That's a bit of a worrying sign for FURIA. Now, Mirage has been pretty shaky for them as of late, right? Hasn't been too strange to see them struggle on Mirage and then still recover in this series. This is great for the Whalers.
Yeah, they're showing us depth. They're not afraid to force when
That's depth.
depth. Not even purpose.
Well, okay, I mean, it might be important to note that whalers are people that like hunt whales, not the whales themselves.
Wait, what?
But since we're here already,
Oh no. Leave those poor whales alone.
Anyone, of course, who does hunt whales is a bit of a Moby Dick, if you don't mind me saying.
Nice.
And
What
I
more
can
have you
take
got,
this any
Harry?
more of these extreme ways. That's a song by Moby. So there we go. There's the
yeah.
tie-in.
Moby.
Oh, D's out for Yuri. He's got a couple in mid. Can he go get the gun, though? Pwn alone. Holding it down. The bomb's already ticking. And tocking. Doing them both. Oh, no. K-Serato, he's dead. Ben's already come in to stop those pickups. That's a big play for Ben. And Yuri now left alone in a 1v3. Shooting dead bodies. Oh. Deke's been good so far, but he's being flanked on CT as well. Look at this spread out for the Whalers.
Our
How many-
producer, Tom Eric, has just given me a very detailed rundown
Yeah,
of,
of what?
you know,
Whales?
like the real meaning behind Moby Dick. But
There's a movie about it,
obviously-
too.
Yeah, obviously doesn't really work in the context I was using it in, which is just as an insult.
Well, someone's got to, send you back down to Earth,
Where are we at right now, if not Earth?
deep in the ocean, Trace.
You like it?
Atlantis.
Okay.
Double AWP again. We've not seen 3 for FURIA, but mainly because of the money on this CT side. They've not had it. It's been Whalers running the show. Oh dear, Henny. Oh, the crouch peek though is perfect under the scope of Pone. Bomb's still back in spawn. He's going to flash a player aggro into Ramp Yuri. Oh, it's a bad spray, but he might be able to finish the job. Oh no. Oh. Ben with the harpoon, getting it done. Rampage doesn't see the man in the site. There's another orb there as well. He doesn't want to go back for the engagement. Grabs the orb. Ben low HP. Henny can't pick a spot. Are aggressing. Had a slow start to this game, and he's just missed the timing. They could boost up and see him, but they're going to the window. He has no idea. They have no idea. It's a no idea, dear, oh dear, as Whalers are now behind enemy lines. Vinny getting domed and now splitting into this A site.
That one got me, Hugo. I'm not going to lie. A lot of ideas floating around here. And maybe some whales, too.
Oh, man. K Serato, that could have been the defining moment of the round, really. Henny now has a lot to do. And Art, once again, falling, not really getting much done here. It's left on to Henny, but he's given us a good game so far. And so I have faith. I always have faith in a guy like Henny.
Ooh.
And that shows me, doesn't it? Whalers 10 on the board as they reach double digits now.
All I can really hear is the sound of whales. And I don't know if that says more about me. I feel like
slow motion screaming.
Like a baby Chewbacca when I make that noise. You know?
I can't do it.
It's kind of like a mix of our two noises.
I felt like a slowed down Peter Griffin laugh or something, like pitch changed.
Oh no.
Ben Lee. Oh, his teammate gets dinged underneath him.
Suck it.
They're lucky to get away with that. What was that? Sorry?
Come again?
I mean, it sucks for him, right? There's something in there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. How does Rampage get dinked when he's on the bottom of the boost is my question.
M Omega Lol BY. That's all you need to know.
It's getting very hot in here, guys.
Yep. And please leave on all of your clothes. 10-4 in the last round of the half. And the Whalers, well, they're running away with it. And all they're having to do is be patient, it seems like.
Yeah, back to B. It's been a really good sight for them. They've had some nice executes, some near clutches, but it's a fake, is it? Ooh, util being thrown in. You see players coming back to the A site. Now, both FURIA players are here. It's last round of the half. Do they gamble or do they rotate? And, well, they're going to go for a peek. Bu wins the fight, and Henny is trapped. Now, he could still do something incredible here, but in a 1-on-5, the trade should surely be coming through. Oh, no, low on the clip, but he's going to go back to the pistol with a couple, and Pone alone shuts it down, 11.5 for the Whalers. New England, where you at? Because I physically don't know, but they're in the server right now. It's 11-4. They're running the show. We'll be back in just a moment.
Been a while, yeah. Safe to say over a year. Still it feels like I saw you every day. Tired of hanging around the ones that always need an explanation. I don't need to every day. Explain myself, don't hold it against me if I'm somewhere else. Put all the masks that I had on the shelf. Wish I could stay, but it's bad for my head. Something's coming. I wanna be everything I thought that I could never be. Build me up, piece by piece. Figured out about all the parts that maybe used to feel like I belong to a certain place or a town. Feeling safe, feeling sound when I'm still around. distance. I wanna know what it's like. Don't worry, I'm still with you all the time. Explain myself, don't hold it against me if I'm somewhere else. Put all the masks that I had on the shelf. Wish I could stay, but it's bad for my head. Something's coming. I wanna be everything I thought that I could be. Build me up, piece by piece. Figure out about all the parts that made me. Something's coming. I wanna be everything I thought that I could be. Build me up, piece by piece. Figure out about all the parts that made me. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire.
And we are back. Whale, whale, whale. Here we are. And it does look like the Whalers are running the show. Of course, with that being said, it's an 11-4 first half in their favor. And you can hear them making noise themselves right about now. Here in Hugo. Chiming in with the latest apps and updates. But Hugo, what's on your mind, man?
Not much, man. Just this sick Mirage game we got going on. FURIA down, but not out.
I gotta admit it as well. I said the Booby and Bew were the same people, but they're not.
Nice one, dude.
Booby actually
Real
isn't
good
even
stuff.
on the team, apparently. So there you go. Nailed it.
Got 3 boobies in there.
Well, yeah, it's just, I saw Bew. It felt like a natural evolution, right? But obviously,
We'll get it right now. It's
yeah,
fine.
it's just B-Wills.
So let's move on with the pistol round here, gentlemen. Whalers. This is their map pick. Can they pick up the pistol round? Caserado having to pick his pistol back up off the ground.
Looking like it's destined to be a B play here for FURIA. Caserado lining up this one bit of utility. Now, there is some more on Art. That's looking like it's going to be left to the post plant. The nade does good damage from Ben Lee. Yuri dealing with him on the push. Bomb going down. And it will be FURIA left in this, I was going to say, advantageous retake scenario, but they do lose Yuri thanks to Pone alone, pushing up through this short smoke as it plumes. Oh, Caserado holding on to the wrap, gets the info that there's a guy here, but that's him locked into this fight now for the foreseeable future. He just needs his teammates back in the site to find success, and everyone will. It's a nice little team ace there from FURIA to begin this second half.
Recovery time. Just got to go about their day, get rid of this force buy for the Whalers that will be coming through. They got enough of a lead to justify it. Mag's out, Harry. We were waiting for this moment. The best Mag 7 player in the region now.
Perhaps the world.
Perhaps the world.
Disputed until further notice.
Yeah, well, with region locks right now, we can't tell. We can only assume, but that's a great shot for Bew. Oh, he's found another, and he's dead. He's had a hard game. Oh, sorry, a good game. He's been the only player showing up for FURIA in a big way in some of these key rounds. And so Vinny and Yuri also tagged by the scout. They're going to boost into the window. The scout's fallen out, and so Art has great control. Rampage isn't going to be ready, and that's a free catch. Pone alone can't fight from this range with the mag. USP versus USP. Who's going to win it? Oh my. Caserado trying to help out, dropping into the mag, but he will survive the fight. Now the scout and spawn gone as well. Key shots for Caserado. FURIA are feeling it. They don't want to go down without a fight.
Oh, that's a grenade right at the feet of Art. He is out of the fight. But Yuri's going to be there to pick up some of the problem. Pick up some of the slack.
I'm really confused.
Oh, what?
About a lot of things, man.
Well, What do you think is the most pressing to your life right now, Harry? Other than the fact that, well, FURIA do pick up a round and start to build us back into a game. You okay, Harry?
Yeah, man. I you know, burst a blood vessel in my eye.
An eye vessel.
An eye vessel.
Which happens to be traveling right over the top of the whales.
Yeah, it does. And let me tell you, man, if my eye vessel was over the whalers right now, it would just be full of blood, because that's exactly how my eye is.
Interesting.
It does make seeing a little bit difficult, but other than that, everything's kind of hunky-dory. And speaking of dory, we're not looking for Nemo, we're looking for FURIA to recover. And they're off to a good start right about now.
Oh, he loves the USP. It let him down in the first half, but maybe against other USPs, he can have a better time. No, the D boosted up does take him down. And so there's a start. There's something here for the Whalers, but in a round where they have very little to show, FURIA should be taking this one. Molotov's going to be a problem. Smoke on it as well. Puts it out, but does pop in the connector. Yuri coupling up with another. And DJ. Ooh.
Yeah, but that's the FURIA we're used to seeing right there. The dominant FURIA. And the tactical timeout coming in on their side as well. They just picked up the round, perhaps. We're going to shake it up here a little bit. You, 16 and 12. Elite not far behind. And, well, Vinny having a quiet game, and so is Art. And now we know Art to be a real driving force of any sort of aggression that FURIA wants to lead into. And he'd be in that frontline soldier, if you will, Hugo. The scout. I'm not talking about that pea shooter rifle.
Well, we saw what it could do in one of the early rounds in this CT side, but yeah, FURIA, flat rifles, feeling good. 3 in a row, chance for a comeback here.
Oh boy.
Drop lower, they run up mid. Whalers try and take some aggression. There's going to be Art holding on. He's very aggressive his own though. Will he be ready for 3 players? Nobody drops on their head, and now he's dead. A play coming through, but the Whalers up another man. Bu backing out as the smokes plume and giving the site away, but they can afford to play retake in a 5-on-3. Do they even want to give the bomb plant to FURIA? It will happen, but the Molotov, ooh, it's getting close. Henny will just dodge the death. Now FURIA, someone's going to need to make a play. Someone's going to need to stand up huge. Yuri's in a great position, and the Molotov is deep, giving him more room to fight connector. He's found one. Doubling up is Yuri. Keserato traded after a single kill, and Yuri can't clutch it out, but a great try nonetheless. That was a very difficult round for FURIA to close anyway, and the Whalers will make it so. Up to 12 on the CT side, winning the first gun round, and that comes off the back of a FURIA pause as well. So they really wanted to drive that one home and drill in what they were doing, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference.
No, it really doesn't. And for the Whalers, probably gotta feel pretty good about that one if I had to guess.
Yeah, obviously, FURIA's picking the series being Nuke and Inferno, where every good series does finish. And right now, this is looking like, indeed, a very good series. Maybe even a 3-mapper. Oh! How does Ponalone barely take damage from that? He will dodge the AWP. Boost up into B. DJ going aggressive, but they've dropped lower. If he runs, they'll hear it. Art coming in late as well. Is he anticipating this is clear? Even if he kills Rampage, surely won't be ready for a second man in the same position. Oh, but Rampage is tucked, the barrel giving it away, and DJ's dropped the AWP up in the apartment.
I thought it was the bomb,
yeah, me too.
I think it was like a
barrel
bucket from the background, like flying up into the mix.
It looked like it.
It wasn't the bomb. That's with Henny safely in mid. You can always rely on Henny, man. You always can. And what will Henny see over here in middle? Oh, he is getting pressured. Oh. That is the bomb dropped. Ponalone living up to his name. Vinny and Keserato left up in this one to try and turn it around. And this is a good start. This was a 2-on-5. Now a 2-on-3. Oh!
I thought maybe Rampage would fire early with K-Serato jiggling, and he'd have that info, but he doesn't get it. He pulls a flash, and Rampage was there all along. They know where Vinny is, and they've respected him. They've given him the B-bomb site. DJ fighting on a headshot angle, and he's going to take him down with a spray. Whalers up to 13, and that's a crucial round. That's the money gone for FURIA with no bomb plant to even facilitate pistols in this one. 14 near guaranteed for Whalers.
And weirdly enough, we could take a quick look at that round right by itself, actually, because obviously, after the back of the timeout, something weird had to happen here. We see the Whalers drop the Molotov towards the ramp. They play 3-4 out middle, but it's not enough. Art tries to get ahead of it, and it just simply doesn't happen. It doesn't unfold in the way that they would have liked it to, and you've got to wonder what they talked about in the timeout, because the rest of the round just kind of dissipates over here in the A site.
Yeah, the play for Art in mid might have been a lot more successful if it wasn't a stack in middle for the CT side, but Whalers have had good reads as many of these T-side rounds have shown. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. That was
nothing.
Glocks. FURIA got torn apart. Flawless round for the Whalers, as it should be. FURIA waiting for this buy, and this is really the one that matters now. Yeah, I've loved what I've seen from the Whalers, even though we know that FURIA have had their weaknesses on this map. I wouldn't even call this like a game of FURIA showing their weaknesses. Whalers are showing their strengths. The T-side had a lot of depth. They weren't afraid to force. They were taking over that B-bomb site. Even when FURIA have been pulling out a lot of these AWPs, it's not really been able to put a stop to things. And now FURIA, they've had enough of waiting around. They're going to go fast. They're going to run through this site. The smoke is down, but there's a player above it. Poe Alone has a bit of a one-way, and he goes aggressive with a flash, taking 2 for his name. Vinny needs to trade, and he does. But can he keep this round alive? Oh, I love that. That's great. Here's the reload, runs through the smoke, but he's surely going to get hunted down. Yuri has the cover. Ben's out on CT. He's got 2 players on his plate, but Henny takes him out, and that's a very aggressive round for FURIA. It's not one they're going to be able to run a lot of the time, but it works out in that case. Whalers definitely caught out by the pace, setting up heavy in middle as they have been doing. Finally comes back to home.
For the Whalers, you know, you give them a little bit of something here because they'll go toe-to-toe. They want these fights. These are the type of players that will take these fights head on. And I'm not sure that FURIA was expecting that today. They need more fast-paced rounds like they just showed us. And also, Art sitting at 9 and 20.
Finally, I like that FURIA go fast out A and then they go back to a mid round because they know the Whalers, they only got away with that because Whalers were heavy in mid as they have been for many of the gun rounds. And so while FURIA conditioned them out of middle for once, they finally take control of it. And so FURIA now get to do what they want and split wherever the kills come to them. But right now, Whalers are playing aggressive on A. The close player of Butte. And Orb watching connector. Bu's going to spot with a smoke. Will he get caught though? Oh, Rampage is back, exposed to the ramp. K-Serato gets out of there alive. He needs to play the bomb, so he doesn't want to die. And he will leave as he sees 2 close towards A. Join his teammate in the Palace, potentially. DJ coming out of B, sees the window's been compromised. FURIA are behind enemy lines, and they're trying to split this site.
Rampage going to beat Henny to it. And now Pone alone with this all back here in CT. Certainly going to have his work cut out for him. He sees the barrel, but the shot misses. Vinny tearing it up in CT, doubling down, dealing with the DJ. And this party might be over for the Whalers, at least in this round.
Who called the cops?
Oh, definitely wasn't me. That much I can assure you. Assure you.
I like how Vinny's kind of looking unleashed a little bit in these last couple of rounds, right? He runs through the jungle smoke in the previous round on that A site, chasing down DJ, this time just pushing Spawn hard.
Meanwhile, on the B stream, Evil Geniuses and Imperium. It's a 16-1 on Mirage.
EG love wrecking MDL teams. It's their bread, it's their butter. And we spoke to Ethan after they shredded Rebirth in like a 4-round lost BO3. And Ethan was like, yeah, we only scrim pro teams. And I can kind of see why. EG not giving away any respect to their opponents. Very suffocating play style. But FURIA right now, down, not necessarily out. Those odds were 1.0 something to 8. And boy, have they closed up. It is the first map of the series, though. It is the one that we know that FURIA have had weaknesses on. Whalers just need to close it out.
It's mid-control in a bit of a stalemate right now. Henny tagged over the top of that smoke by Rampage, and Art attempts to help out, but ends up making the situation a little bit worse. And now with Henny on 1 HP, in a 4-on-5, up against a broken, not even buy, right? This is just the saved M4s doing it all right now for the Whalers. 3-on-5, it's getting worse and worse, and still 1 HP on Henny. That's never going to get any better, sadly. Yuri. Oh, knows that Rampage is there. However, the USP tagging him down allows Bew to deal with him. K Serato, this whole round now really falls onto his shoulders. Right? Henny is a flashbang away from death. That's how low he is. K Serato moving in. Hasn't seen the guy at the back of the site yet. And is going to walk into the middle of this crossfire. Now has dealt with the first and reads the re-peek well. Tag low in the process. It's going to fall onto Bew in a 1v2. What will he do? Everything's rhyming. That's the first. Now 1 HP Henny. That Molotov could do it. Bew locks it in. And the Whalers reach 15.
That was actually a really well played round for K Serato as well. He knows where DJ and Ben are, but he knows DJ's not giving him a fight. And because of that, Ben has made the call, like, I'll get the kill on the cross, or at least I'll get the damage, and you re-peek off the back of it. So K Serato knows he can swing wide and take the short engagement before he has to deal with DJ. He knows DJ is waiting with that information covered. So that's a great try for K Serato, but it's still going to be around for the Whalers. The 1-on-2, and now just one round to find to close it all out.
15-9. It's not what you expected when you woke up this morning, especially if you're FURIA. But this is the map pick of the Whalers. We're going to be going to Nuke after this. And should we need it, that Inferno, as Harry said before.
Oh, it gets very chaotic. And in the blink of an eye, it is all onto Art. I love that change of pace from Whalers. Talk about a taste of your own medicine for FURIA. And Art, oh, there's one, but still so many left to find. A 1v2 at 14 HP, and he needs an ace to get them to 10 on the board. It's not looking good for Art. It's really not. This AWP has even rotated in, and we'll deal with him. The Whalers lock in this map. They go 1-0 up in this series, and now we get ready for a little bit